She taunted, "Oh wow, big man wants to know where I was until 4 a.m. after missing our anniversary dinner." I said, "Not anymore." What she didn't know was that I'd already seen her location at her ex's house. The locks were changed before she woke up that afternoon. I, 31 male, was with Mallory, 29, for 4 years, engaged for 6 months. Our anniversary was last Tuesday, not just dating anniversary, but the anniversary of when we got engaged. Big deal for us. Or so I thought. Made reservations at the steakhouse where I'd proposed. Same table and everything. Cost me a favor from the manager who I knew from college. Told Mallory about it 3 weeks ahead, put it in both our calendars, even bought her a dress she'd been eyeing as an early anniversary gift. Morning of, she kissed me goodbye. "See you at 7:30, handsome. Can't wait to wear the dress." Perfect. I had the ring upgrade she'd been hinting about in my jacket pocket. Was planning to surprise her with it at dinner. Worked through lunch to leave early, got a haircut, picked up flowers. Texted her at 5, "Leaving office now. Love you." "Love you too. Getting ready now." Got to the restaurant at 7:20. They had champagne waiting, her favorite flowers on the table. The waiter, Carlos, remembered us from the proposal. Everything was perfect. 7:30 came, 7:45, 800. Texted, "Hey babe, you running late? Red receipts on." No reply. Called at 8:15, declined after 2 rings. That's when I knew something was up. If she was driving, it would ring out. If she was in trouble, she wouldn't decline. She actively rejected my call. Carlos kept checking. "Should we hold the table, sir?" At 8:45, I paid for the champagne and left. Drove home to an empty house. Her car wasn't there. The dress I'd bought was still hanging in the closet with tags on. Now, here's something about Mallory. She's attached to her iPad, uses it for everything. Design work, shopping, social media, and she'd forgotten it on the kitchen counter that morning. It dinged with a notification. Message from someone named Jim Derrick, except she'd quit that gym 8 months ago when we got engaged. Said she wanted to focus on wedding planning. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. The messages went back 2 months. Started innocent. "Hey stranger, long time." Progressed to "I miss talking to you, and remember that time in the sauna?" Tuesday's chain. "Derek, still on for tonight?" "Yes. Can't wait. Haven't seen your new place yet. I'll make it worth the wait. I'll tell CM at Simone's. Anniversary dinner is next week anyway." She'd deliberately gotten the date wrong. Told him our anniversary was next week. Latest message, sent at 8:47 p.m. "Almost there, baby. Traffic was crazy. Start without me." I sat there staring at that iPad for probably 10 minutes. 4 years. Ring upgrade in my pocket, wedding venues booked, and she's driving to her ex's house on our anniversary. Didn't text her. Didn't call again. Just started working. First, checked our lease. Both names, but I'd been paying rent alone since she started her business, Etsy shop that made $200 a month. Landlord liked me, had already mentioned if we broke up, he'd keep me as tenant. Second, wedding vendors. We'd put deposits down, but they were all on my credit card. Her name was on the contracts as bride, but I was the paying party. Started sending emails. Venue, need to cancel Wilson Taurus wedding. Photographer, canceling June booking. Caterer, please process cancellation. DJ, no longer need services. Most were non-refundable deposits. About $8,000 gone, worth every penny. At 11:30 she texted, "At Simone's, wine night got crazy. Don't wait up." I replied, packed methodically. Her craft supplies, workout clothes she never used, jewelry I'd bought her. Left that, technically gifts. Her grandmother's china she'd inherited, carefully bubble-wrapped. I'm not a monster. At 4:15 a.m., heard her car in the driveway. She tried to be quiet coming in, shoes in hand, dress wrinkled, hair messy. Stopped when she saw me on the couch with boxes around me. What are you doing?" "Packing your things." "At 4 a.m., are you insane?" Interesting time to come home from Simone's. She tried to play it cool. We lost track of time. You know how wine nights go. "With Derek?" The color drained from her face. "What?" Held up her iPad. "You left this? He seems to think our anniversary is next week." She went through the stages rapid fire. Denial. "It's not what it looks like." Anger. "You went through my messages?" Bargaining. "We just talked. Nothing happened." "Oh wow," she said, voice dripping with sarcasm. "Big man wants to know where I was until 4 a.m. Controlling much?" "Not anymore." Handed her a manila folder, copies of all the cancellation confirmations. Venue, photographer, caterer, everything. She flipped through them, hands shaking. You canceled our wedding? What wedding? You can't marry someone you're cheating on. I wasn't cheating. God, you're so insecure. Your ex-fiancé, the one from the gym, the one whose new place you couldn't wait to see. On our anniversary. It's not our anniversary. That's next week. Pulled out my phone. Showed her photos from last year, same date. Her own Instagram post, 1 year engaged to my soulmate. She sat down hard on the floor. Oh my God. Yeah, but I thought. You told Derek it was next week. Easier to lie to him than me? Update 1. The entitlement came out in full force once the shock wore off. After realizing she'd actually forgotten our real anniversary, Mallory tried to flip the script. This is your fault. You should have reminded me. I did. 3 weeks ago. Put it in your calendar. Bought you a dress. Well, obviously I was stressed and confused. Wedding planning is exhausting. What wedding planning? You've done nothing for 6 months except pin things on Pinterest. She stayed at her sister Harper's that first night. Harper called me the next morning. What did you do to my sister? She's hysterical. I didn't do anything. She spent our anniversary with her ex. She said it was a misunderstanding about dates. She told him our anniversary was next week so she could see him on the actual date. Silence. Then, oh, yeah. Wednesday, Mallory came to get some things while I was at work. Except I'd taken the day off, just parked down the street. Watched her load her car, then followed at a distance. She didn't go to Harper's. Went straight to Derek's apartment complex. Interesting. Thursday, the entitlement escalated. She called from Harper's phone. I'd blocked her number. We need to talk about the wedding deposits. What about them? I want half back. Half of the non-refundable deposits? You canceled without consulting me. I should be reimbursed. You were at your ex's house. For the last time, nothing happened. Then why lie about being at Simone's? Because I knew you'd overreact, like you're doing now. The circular logic was impressive. Cheats, lies about it, then blames me for the reaction to the lie. No reimbursement. I paid all deposits, my name on the receipts. That's financial abuse. That's consequences. She hung up. 20 minutes later, got a Venmo request for $4,000. Note, my half of wedding deposits you stole. Declined. Blocked on Venmo too. Friday was when she made her biggest mistake. Posted on social media. When controlling men, cancel your wedding because they're threatened by male friendships. Ladies, the red flags are real. Trust your gut when something feels off. Dodged a bullet, toxic masculinity. The comments started supportive. Then our mutual friend Cody chimed in. Wait, didn't you no-show your anniversary dinner to hang with your ex? Mallory. It was a miscommunication. But you told Derek it was next week? Sounds like the communication was clear, just dishonest. The tide turned. People started asking questions. She deleted the post within an hour, but screenshots were already circulating. Then Derek's girlfriend entered the chat. Yeah, Derek had a girlfriend. Natalie. They'd been together 8 months. She saw the screenshots and reached out to me. Hi, weird question, but was Mallory at Derek's Tuesday night? According to her iPad messages, yes. That lying piece of he told me he was at a work thing. Apparently his work thing lasted until 4 a.m. Can you send me those screenshots? Did one better. Met her for coffee. Showed her everything. The 2-month build-up, the anniversary night planning, the new place messages. Natalie was cool. Calm. Calculating. He doesn't know I know yet. I want to handle this right. Get it. I'm packing her stuff as we speak. Has she been staying with him? Think so. Told her sister she was there, but her car's at Derek's every day. Natalie smiled. It was terrifying. Perfect. Saturday afternoon, I get a text from an unknown number. This is Derek. We need to talk man to man. No thanks. Mallory's been staying here and it's causing issues. She needs to get her stuff from your place. Already packed. Harper can pick it up. She says you have her grandmother's china locked up. It's in bubble wrap in the garage, like I told her. Look man, I don't want drama. But Nat's getting suspicious and Mal needs somewhere stable to stay. The audacity. He wanted me to take back my cheating ex so his girlfriend wouldn't catch him cheating. Not my problem, or Mallory's problem, it's yours and Natalie's. You told Nat? She asked. I answered. You vindictive asshole, you just ruined my relationship. No, you did that when you invited my fiancé over while lying to your girlfriend. He hung up. An hour later, Mallory called from yet another number. You told his girlfriend? What is wrong with you? She asked if you were there Tuesday. I said yes. Truth hurts? She kicked him out. He's homeless because of you. He's homeless because he cheated. You're both homeless because you cheated. Seeing a pattern? Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem. Final update. The complete destruction of Mallory and Derek's little fantasy has been almost therapeutic to watch. After Natalie kicked Derek out, he thought he'd move in with Mallory at Harper's place. Harper shut that down immediately. I'm not housing my sister's affair partner. Are you insane? So there they were. Two cheaters with nowhere to go. Derek ended up at a motel. Mallory bounced between Harper's couch and her parents' house 2 hours away. But here's where Mallory's entitlement hit new heights. She started a GoFundMe, help me rebuild after domestic financial abuse, claimed I'd trapped her financially, and canceled her dream wedding as punishment. Goal: $10,000 for security deposit and moving expenses. She raised $50 from her mom. Meanwhile, Derek was dealing with his own consequences. Natalie wasn't just any girlfriend, she was his business partner in their personal training studio. She owned 60% family money, he owned 40%. She sent him a buyout offer. Fair market value minus the money he'd spent on hotels during his work events. Turned out Mallory wasn't his only side piece. He tried to fight it. She had receipts, credit card statements showing hotel charges while he was supposedly at conferences. Security footage of him leaving with various women who weren't Natalie. Derek's reputation in the fitness community imploded. Lost his Instagram verification, supplement sponsorships dropped him. Went from fitness entrepreneur to unemployed in 2 weeks. Mallory tried to stand by her man. Posted supportive messages about rebuilding together and Phoenix rising from ashes. Then she found out about the other women. Called me crying from her mom's phone. Actually crying. Did you know? Know what? That there were others. That I wasn't special. I knew he was a cheater. Rest his details. How many? Ask Natalie. She has files. Files? Color-coded spreadsheets. She's thorough. The sound she made was heartbreaking. Almost felt bad for her. Almost. I ruined everything for nothing. Yep. The wedding, the house, us. For someone who had 3 other girlfriends. 4, counting Natalie. She hung up. Last week ran into Harper at the grocery store. Awkward but civil. How's Mallory? Living with our parents. Working at Dad's hardware store. Deleted all social media after, you know. Derek? Last I heard, moved back with his mom in another state. Natalie bought him out for pennies. Good for Natalie. Yeah, she's actually killing it. Rebranded the studio. Business is up 40%. We parted ways. Later that night, got one final text from Mallory's old number. Guess she got it back. I know you'll probably delete this, but I need to say it. I threw away 4 years for 2 months of attention from someone who didn't even remember my last name correctly on his phone. You deserve better. The ring upgrade you had in your pocket that night? Harper told me. I'm sorry. Not asking for forgiveness, just wanted you to know. Didn't respond. Nothing to say. The ring? Returned it. Used the money for a solo trip to Iceland. Always wanted to go. Posted one photo. Just the landscape. No caption needed. My apartment's peaceful now. Started dating a woman from my book club, Elena. She thinks anniversary dinners are important and hasn't mentioned any exes from the gym. Mallory's still in her hometown, presumably selling screws and bolts for her dad. Derek's teaching Zumba at a community center somewhere, according to fitness gossip. They both wanted to play games. She wanted the thrill of an ex while keeping the security of a fiancé. He wanted to collect women like Pokemon cards. Now they're both alone, starting from zero. As for me, I learned something valuable. When someone shows you who they are, like forgetting your anniversary to be with their ex, believe them the first time. The locks weren't just changed that night. Everything was. And honestly, best $8,000 I ever lost. Small price for dodging that bullet. Not anymore, Mallory. Not anymore.